Hey there, it's 2:06 and what is today? It's 8/1/2018. Um I may have actually uploaded a video. No, I don't think I uploaded the video last night. Made a kind of a crazy video last night just talking about different things. Then I kind of got a little heated. Uh, you know how I am with the healthcare system. But I just woke up, trying to wake up. I don't know if I'm having heart issues today or not. I got so many things to do and I'm still behind. I gotta clean this place up. I got an inspection in a few days. I gotta pay rent. There's also some damage in the ceiling. It's kind of, well, yeah, the ceiling's kind of coming apart, which I guarantee you they're going to tag that as, you know, unacceptable. Fail. But no, like something I was just thinking of, and this is why I wanted to make it this little video, is don't you think it's interesting? Is they give antibiotics like, they give antibiotics out like it's candy, right? Which they know that it doesn't just kill the bad bacteria, but it also kills the good bacteria, right? But I find it strange that not, I mean, maybe one out of thousands of doctors that I've seen has even mentioned, and I don't think it was during the same time. And I don't know, I think I learned it somewhere else, but really no one has ever mentioned taking probiotics. So when you take antibiotics, you should take probiotics 2 hours before or 2 hours after. See, probiotics it helps you maintain a healthy flora in general. But they don't do that. But they'll give antibiotics like it's candy to people. And then what I also find strange is, with that being said, when people start having all these complaints, these digestive complaints, or whatever the case is, they automatically just say, and it could be, I don't know, you got IBS, you got this, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, if you've been doped up here and there, given antibiotics, well, like I just said, that kills bad, but it kills the good. If you have that imbalance, that dysbiosis, you know, say good, bad, now it's like that. What do you think is gonna happen? It's just like, you know, anywhere if the bad gets over, you know, controlled, out of control, it creates havoc and chaos. But I think that's strange. I also think, people like say, I've kind of, sort of, not technically, but sort of been diagnosed with leaky gut syndrome, right? And dysbiosis. In fact, I think I had, well, I mean, I don't know about dysbiosis, but I know I had a test for, leaky gut syndrome. I know I had a test for dysbiosis, and it showed that I had some stuff going on, right? But the doctor um, didn't know what to do, and they didn't really believe in leaky gut syndrome. So they didn't really believe in leaky gut syndrome, and I don't think they really even paid much attention to dysbiosis. But they will pass out antibiotics like it's candy. You see what I'm talking about? Like, that's kind of crazy. I never really thought about that before. basically they'll pass out antibiotics and not even care about, replenishing as much as good bacteria, good flora as, you know, one can. They don't prescribe. They don't even recommend. Even if it's a dietary supplement, they don't even recommend, hey, take this. Or, hey, with these antibiotics, you should start getting prebiotics, vegetables and, different things in your diet. In fact, I don't think they even mention that. They don't even say, hey, eat a healthy diet when you're taking this. Because this could be sucking up different things. In fact, sucking up different things, as you look at the majority of most drugs, medications, the majority of all of them, if not all of them, in some retrospect, they all they all complete certain vitamins and minerals. Yeah. But does the doctors care about that? No, they don't. They don't mention it. They don't say, hey, take multivitamin. And I mean, even if they did, you think about these multivitamins these days. But they'll be like, oh yeah, take some yogurt. Sometimes. I don't know as much as, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I've heard doctors talk about yogurt, but I never heard it in really the same sentence or the same session as antibiotics. And usually it's the cheap store-bought shit that you're really not getting anything. They're probably just saying to take it because of the so-called calcium and vitamin D or whatever. But yeah. But overall, we're taking these drugs, and I don't know what book it was. There's probably been a few books, but I know I was just looking at a book that was showing which vitamins and minerals are actually being depleted. And I think about, so who knows? Besides the Western diet in general, maybe these antibiotics is wreaking havoc on one's digestive functions in general, or their digestive microbiome, which is causing all these issues, which they don't seem to even really care. All they do is they give you whatever type of drugs that just suppresses those symptoms. I think about it. I think about how I go to the doctor, and instead of actually figuring out why am I having GERDs or acid reflux or stomach pain or whatever, what do? GERDs, acid reflux, or whatever. What do? They give you a antacid, which stops production, which you're probably not getting enough, or you're getting too much acid. I think I don't remember. You're having stomach pains, and they give you this shit, like Reglan or maybe even Zofran, which is also usually given in hospitals for nausea as well. But I think that's intertwined, because usually if you're having nausea, most of the times it's associated with uneased stomach, right? So I think that's weird. They don't do anything. They'll give you these medications that kills your gut flora, They don't even recommend anything to try to rebalance that. They have you taking all this shit, which by the way is probably going to make shit worse, because now you're taking antibiotics that's killing off your good flora. Now you're taking, which is probably going to raise your bad bacteria. And now they got you taking antacid pump inhibitors and shit, which eventually that's actually going to screw you up. You need that to also help kill bed bugs. So now you're going to have more bed bugs, bad bacteria, what do you call that? It's like like that. I don't know what that word is. It starts with the F, I believe, or P. I don't know. But yeah, it's just proliferates pretty much. It just it really gets up there. Now you're having dysbiosis, and definitely probably leaky gut syndrome. But now the doctors are like, well, I think that's pseudoscience. That's not real. That's not real, but you're giving antibiotics to people. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. When antibiotics are given. And I believe antibiotics are, I don't know if it's all bacterial based. I don't know if any antibiotics can be used for virus type illnesses. I'm starting to wonder if I have a callus or on my foot, or if I have a tumor or something. I mean, it's kind of like a callus, but I don't know. It's like a ball. It's on the hill. It's kind of like, between the hill and the, I guess the metal of the foot. But yeah, I mean, I think about this. And it's really disturbing. And I was kind of thinking of like, I've mentioned the whole mechanic thing. If, mechanics were doctors, they'd be in litigation. They would have no jobs. They would lose everything, man. Or vice versa. Yeah, if doctors were mechanics. Say they knew the job, right? But they just, and then I was thinking, my brain's kind of screwed up right now, and then I keep having this, whatever issue, and then I got a feeling I'm having, heart issues. And then you have the, what do you call that? I don't remember. I don't remember what the hell I was saying. You had the mechanic thing, and then you had the boy that cried wolf, in a sense. I don't know how that really plays into medicine, but I just think about the trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars people have spent going to doctor's offices, going to hospitals, going to specialists. And at the end of the day, they're not really being looked at. It's almost like at the end of the day, doctors are just being lazy as fuck, ordering all these tests. Even when something comes back abnormal, they say it's not specific. And they ignore it. You know? You could actually have something that's pretty moderate. And it's not specific. You know, I've noticed the Western medicine approach, they usually want straight up issues. Like they want a heart attack. Which kind of makes me think, because I believe I may have cardiomyopathy. I don't know if I do or not. I mean, usually cardiomyopathy, I think, also entails dilation of, it's usually the left RV, but my is the right RV. I don't know if it was both, or maybe it was just the right RV. I don't know, because I thought one time they said left. Now, if it's double RV, you know, it said mild hypertrophy. I don't know. Basically, enlargement. And doctors just like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. So that kind of makes me wonder, you know, because I've noticed most diagnoses and whatever, before they even start treating shit, they wait until it gets so damn bad that you're already in, you know, the late stages. There's really no reversal. Now you just gotta, you know, do whatever. And sometimes you even gotta, you know, I mean, I bet insurance, you know, I don't know what it's like to, well, I do, but I don't know what it's like to, like, actually have severe health issues. Say I have a heart attack, you know, I go to the hospital, you know, what do I do? I don't know where I was going with that, but probably, like, if I didn't have insurance, because, you know, that's a real concern as well, is, you know, what if I didn't have insurance, which could easily happen, but what if I didn't have insurance? These people had a duty to figure out what was wrong with me. Correct? They had a duty to figure out what's wrong with me. But they didn't care. They essentially, the majority of doctors, they take the money and run. And I love when they, you know, and it almost offends them, to be honest. I'm like, you fucking cunt. Like, are you fucking serious? You're the director of neurology. And I'm talking about you guys making money. And you have this, like, sarcastic little attitude. Do you realize how much the director of neurology makes in general? That's right off the bat, 6-figure income. They're making at least $120,000, $140 plus $1,000. You know, a year. I mean, God, dude. I get probably less than $9,000 a year. And they're making, boom, that much money. You know, they act like their lives are so rough. And they're making that much money. And I'm making less than, you know, 9,000. I don't know, some crazy shit going on right now, but I feel like I gotta be at war with everybody these days. But I don't know. I just know that I've had a lot of issues, just like thyroid issues. You know, the Hashimoto's and all that. Because my TSH is normal, they don't care. You know, once it gets screwed up, then it's, okay, well, here, take pills. Which actually could be screwing you up even more, taking those pills. You know, but they completely ignore the the Hashimoto's. You know, just like the brain disease. Like, I've told these idiots for years that I was having brain disease. Multiple EEGs stated that I had brain disease. Multiple psychological tests showed that I have had severe cognitive impairments. And even then, they said I had psychiatric issues. And I was persistent. And years later, recently, in January 2018, I was finally able to get a PET scan that showed I'm fucked up. Like, really fucked up. You know, the fucked up thing about that is the radiological report at first stated there was nothing wrong with me, that it was unremarkable. Which that kind of makes me wonder, because I've had a few different tests that come up as there's something when there was nothing. You know, what if somebody said there was something and it wasn't, and then somebody goes and does surgery or whatever and finds out there's nothing there? That's an unnecessary surgery. So not only did you just get charged once, you're probably going to get charged again. I mean, I think about the $20,000 3-day visit to the hospital for them trying to figure out if I'm having seizures, and they didn't do shit. The only thing that they really did was, don't, go to sleep and then wake up at a certain time and stay up all night. And then, like, at the last second, they strobed me. And I couldn't even complete the whole thing. I think I was on, I went from 30 to 6, I think. Maybe 8. Maybe 4. I don't know. It was like 4 to 8. Like, I couldn't even do it all. Because that time, I literally felt like I was going to go into a seizure or something. Like, my nervous system was really screwed up. And then they're like, oh yeah, come back and do a follow-up with that person. And then I find out, later on, she's like, oh yeah, we don't need to see you anymore. Huh. And they wouldn't let me see her. Saying, oh no, it's not seizures. Even though my PET scan, or even though that my EEGs show I have a chance to have that. And who knows, maybe I have been having seizures. Not like flopping like a fish or anything, but maybe I am. I don't know. But I'm gonna get off. I got a lot of stuff to do. I gotta try to do something today. I mean, I still gotta shave. I want to try to see if I could shave and not shave for however long, right? That'd be nice. That'd actually be nice. It's August now, August 1st. Just don't shave, right? Let it grow. But I want to, because I don't remember when I last shaved. So, I have a thing that I've been writing stuff down on a calendar, but what is today? I don't know. You know what? That kind of makes me wonder. Is that even a thing right now? Oh, my head. Yeah, that's it. Is it a thing? What is today? It's Wednesday. Huh. I'll be damned. I don't know. Maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is 14. 7 is 21. 28. Okay, that should be enough time. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just trying to like, because it has like a Monday through Sunday thing on there. And then it had, you know, but yeah, my head's aching, dude. Like I don't feel well. Oh, I hate this head. This headache, dude. It's intense, man. But alright, I'm gonna get off this thing. I gotta go. But you know, overall, I just think it's insane what's going on in my world. How I've tried to get help, like many other people have tried to get help through the allopathic medicine, and they, at the end of the day, it almost seems like they don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just negligent in general. I mean, they went to school, medical school, to become doctors. And when you break it down, they don't even try to use what they learned. They don't try to use the pathophysiology or, you know, chemistry or anything to even try to figure shit out. All they do is give you a pill for the symptom, or they cut it out. You know what I mean? I mean, so the more and more and more and more that I start seeing, I mean, there's probably tons of things I could say. I just can't think of them right now because 1,000 things are going on, and plus I'm busy as hell. Maybe I can write it down one day and talk about it. It's fucking insane, dude. It's almost like doctors don't do shit. You know, they're just there. You know, they're kind of like the, I don't know. They're just there, you know, and then if you want to go to the hospital, you know what I really love is, say, you know, when you pass out or something happens and then you automatically go to the hospital, right? You know, say you're unconscious, you automatically go to the hospital. Especially if you didn't have something life-threatening. You know, saying like you would have been fine. But they took you to the hospital to make sure. And then you get stuck with a $50,000 bill. Now you have to pay that. Now you have to fight with people because they just took you to the hospital. I mean, I sure as fuck wouldn't want to go to the hospital if it wasn't bad. I mean, if it was like bad, like if I passed out somewhere and, you know, they took me to the hospital, I mean, yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, some people are a little more hesitant, especially if they have no medical insurance. And at least in my state, we got some bad numbers. I think like what, over 50% of Texans, I think like 50% of Texans or something don't have medical insurance or something. I don't remember. I just think overall, doctors are lagging. They're slacking. You know? And they're making money off of it. And while they're making money off of it, you're not seeing anything. You're not seeing any benefits. You're still sick, if not sicker. You know, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say for today. I might make a video later. I don't know. I might post that other video. I don't know. But, alright, I'm going to get off. Have a blessed day. Peace.